being something you guys are interested in for your tractor, just check the description box down below for the link of where you can buy these.
So today's project, we're going to go about taking one of these Kolpin Pro gun mounts, and we're going to figure out how to mount it in the cab of the Kubota, tucked in right beside the dash out of the way so we can get on and off the tractor without getting stuck. And my handy helper here. So this mount has a base that's got a built-in around 360-degree swivel. So what we're going to do is on this bevel portion, as close as I can get it to the dash, we're going to mount this base, and hopefully that still leaves room for Roger to stand next to it and for us to get on and off. So we have the base, and in part of the kit that comes with it, we got a backing plate that goes on the other side, and we have some rubber strips so we don't slip and chafe, and the assorted hardware of varying lengths so we can get it on and off. So the camera stand is down at the house, or I get it mounted up for you guys, but we'll come back. We'll get it mounted up. We'll see how well a firearm fits in here, if it misses the brakes, and we'll see how well it does. Really looking forward to have a safe way of having something on here, huh, Roger? Mm-hmm. All right, let's get it going. So Roger and I got the gun mount installed. We got the rubber that came with it underneath the brackets, backing plate on, and the main part. So the way we have it set up is I need to get on and off this tractor on this side when somebody's on the buddy seat. So the nice thing is these Kolpin Pros swivel 360 degrees. So the way I have it set up, it swivels right up, tucks in right next to the dash, and right up and out of the way. And then if we loosen it up, when we go to use it, let me get the T-grip out of the way. It's not perfect. I'll get it better with two hands. I can tighten it right here in position, and we'll show it here shortly with something strapped in and see how it looks. All right, now that Roger's knocked the seat flat, let's show you what this looks like, guys. There's the Kolpin mount. Let's get this in focus. If you look, I left a little more than a 1/4 inch gap between the plastic and the mount so we don't beat up our plastic any more than it is. And the nice thing is, it fits perfectly. I need to actually rotate it and make it a bit higher so I can clear the scope of my little mini 30 here. And the reason for that is that scope just hits where I mounted things. So I think if I rotate the base up just a hair, so this is actually coming in at a little bit of an angle, it might work better. But at the same time, the benefit of this is even without the rubber on it, and out of the way, she's in there good. I mean, I could shove her even in further. Curious. Yeah, that's not going to bounce out. And actually, with the way it's grabbing that mini 30, that rubber strap is kind of redundant. There's no way. Yeah, no, I have to put like 5-6 pounds at least of force on there just to get it to pop out. So honestly, for a bouncer on the farm, I think what I'm going to do is take the gun out, put the strap in the base section for something smaller like 22 or something, and save the rubber mount for then. And with the mini 30s on there, what are you trying to do, buddy?
I'm trying to take that rubber off.
Oh no, you're not going to take it apart. You can't take it apart. As soon as boys get tools, he's going to go take my mount off on the tractor on me. Anyhow, it looks awesome. We'll come back with a review after a while of using it. My right-hand man and I just took a spin across the field. We bounced over some rough stuff. I just want to see how well this Kolpin Pro would work. There's such a tight fit on this mini 30 gripping in on these rubber teeth that rubber stop strap is really redundant. I think that's only really necessary if you got it mounted at extreme angles, but especially with it leaning forward into it, that thing didn't even wiggle, and I bounced the tractor over some runts intentionally.
I want to get out with it.
Go ahead and hop out. We're going to go take down a fence to move the cows. Hop out. You're big enough. So the Kolpin Pro gun mount so far gets 2 thumbs up. Well worth it. It comes in a set of 2, and it's worked extremely well. So I'm going to set up my father's Kubota the same way, and we'll see how well it fits in an M6800. But if you have a 7040, 6040, 7060, any of the newer Kubota Cab Tractors with that handbar that goes across, that Kolpin mount is fantastic. and it's a safe way to put a firearm in a cab without worrying about it getting the scope banged off things, beating up plastic, and taking out a window, anything happening. It works awesome. And the best part is I can tip it right up and out of the way and get it on and off like it was never even there. So it's gonna be, I think, a new permanent fixture to the cab. And I got looking at that mount, I'm like, I wonder if I can rig up a way to put like a cup holder or something on that. Anyhow, there's some future things coming. Anyhow, it's awesome. Love the Kolpin Pro gun rack. So we got the Kolpin Pro all aluminum, the rubber over molded gun mount, and we're putting on a Kubota Cab M6800. Already put one on my M6040, which I had more room because the loader controls on the new tractors is up here. But we still can mount this right in here. So the biggest question was if there's enough room for that door swinging by for everything to close. Wait. Am I good?
Yep.
So these kits come with a rubber over mold so you don't scratch up your metal. So all we gotta do is get the stick them peeled off. And Roger's up there thrashing on every lever he can get his hands on. So I want to hit, get on the rubber. Nice. Get the next one. There, the next one right there. Nice. So in the kit, you get a steel backing plate, long and short bolts. Having already done this on one Kubota, short bolts work perfect. Oh, don't tell me you took the Allen wrench out of this, Roger, huh? All right. Now we get interruptions out of the way. All we're gonna do is start the 4 bolts into the backing plate using the short bolts. The long ones, I don't know what they were mounting to. They're huge. I mean, you could go to like 2-inch box tubing with them. All right. The nice thing about this kit is it's all metal. There's no plastic. Hey, Jack, you want to get on there with Mom? She's not gonna leave without you, buddy. Chill. Oh, he just loosened the fitting on that hydraulics. Remind me I have to put that back on.
Okay.
Otherwise, Grandpa's gonna go start his tractor and it's gonna leak piss fluid everywhere. That would have been entertaining. Maybe actually what?
He's loosening it again.
Yeah, as long as I tighten it up and he's done. All right. Of course, there's not much room.
I'm fine.
Let's get these tightened up. At least it won't spin anymore.
Is it tighten again? Is it leaking?
Yeah, well, let me check it out. Give me a second, buddy.
So is this something you found on Amazon? These
Yeah.
guns?
Yep.
Gun holders?
Yep.
Cool.
Saw a review for a plastic one, and then I read the Amazon reviews that they fall literally apart, and they're like, it's not for heavy duty use. And then I was like, oh great, well then I'm not gonna bother buying that crap.
So we'll get the link for you guys and put it in the description box below in case you're looking for something like this.
It's literally all aluminum with rubber molding over so it doesn't chafe the gun, so it doesn't get more sturdy than solid metal. All right, let's see how many fingers how many arms I need here. Things I got myself into. I wish I had an actual wrench. Stop wiggling on me. A little over 2/8. Come back to the same at the top, and she should be about perfect. That looks awesome so far. Tighten up that bottom one a little more. Where's Roger going now?
Said something about going up to Grandpa's other barn.
Getting there. So I'm having to tighten this up a little bit harder than I did on my tractor. Interesting. That's something that didn't happen on mine.
What?
That rubber is slipping just a little bit. I think it's just because it's so dirty. There we go. Getting better. Wow, I have to get this thing bound up solid. Note to future people. Clean up the rubber mounts first. Nice, there's it. That's snug. There. Barely jiggles. Nice. See if the door still shuts. Nice. You can swivel it. We need a grapple, don't we? We do. So the nice thing is it swivels 90 degrees. You can take it right off if you want it out of the way. You can swivel it. You can unclamp it, tilt it sideways. And if you look at the video for my M6040, it allowed me to mount it right up next to the dash and tuck it right up and out of the way. And it was pretty awesome that way. The wiggle that was going on was actually mostly I didn't have the adjusting nut tightened. And once I took care of that, that thing is not moving. So that slop actually was mostly right here. That is awesome. Nice solid mount. Gun slides right in. You can do a backup loop on top of it if you need be. The fingers grab so well on one of my rifles that this thing is not even necessary really. But it's good cheap insurance for some of the smaller guns that might go in there loose. So check them out. Kolpin Pro Gun Mount. Pretty cool.